everyone. So we are still in at Roberto's and we have another lady with us who is happy to have a reading. This is the lovely Chloe. Okay, wow, okay, I'm just going to pull a few cards. You're right with me connecting with your spirit family. Okay. I have a gentleman stepping forward for you actually. It's a gentleman and as soon as he steps forward he brings on this pain in my stomach area. So I don't know if he had issues with this whole area here as he passed, or it could be that you've got stomach issues. Either way, I'll let you know as I get further into the reading, but that's the first thing he gives me. So I feel there's a little bit of stomach situation. Is that yourself? Do you get yourself with the stomach?
I do sometimes.
Yeah, okay. So I have a gentleman stepping forward. I do feel like it's I do feel this is like a family member. It does feel like a great granddad or something like that that's been watching over you. I do feel like he's been watching you for quite some time, so he wouldn't have passed recently, I don't think, because I think he's been around for quite a while. He's shown me a cap as well. Alright, so I think he would have worn a cap when he was around, but I think you might be a great grandfather, because I think you've got a great grandfather in spirit, yes?
Yeah.
Do you understand about a cap, that he would want a cap?
Maybe potentially.
Yeah, okay, and braces as well, I'm getting as well. He shows me braces as well, just so that you know, because his trousers kept falling down towards the end, he says. Okay, so maybe you could check that with I think on your mum's side. Okay, so if you could check that. He says his trousers kept falling down. Okay, and he laughs about that. It was a bit embarrassing. He says his trousers kept falling down. It might be your grandmother even that you need to check that with, because it's the next level up here. Okay, and I'm going to pull some cards and ask him if he's going to help. He said, of course I'll help. And I do feel like he says the word good knees up. So I feel like your family would have been quite good with their music and sitting around a piano or a guitar, that kind of thing is what I'm kind of feeling from his day and age, and the pub as well, that seems to be links to possibly London, because I'm feeling a bit knees uppy. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it would be a grandfather, I think probably potentially around the London area, or sort of quite not Cockney, but a little bit. Possibly Essex, but there's definitely links to and okay, so I'm just asking him now very quickly about what's going on with you right now. Yeah, it's a bit meh, he says. Do you understand that? Yeah, it's a bit of meh. It's all right. You're ticking along at the moment. I feel like there's more for you to do, but you don't quite know what it is yet. All right, you're in a bit of a you're not stuck, but I feel like you don't really. And then he brings attention back to the stomach area, so I feel like something's holding you back a little bit from moving where maybe what you want to do. And I don't know if this is to do with career or to do with, a little bit. Yeah. So I feel like you might want to get back into some sort of different job or something. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And that is giving you a bit of anxiety, getting back in or changing something. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm asking about what else is going on. Now, as I connected with him, he's not. He doesn't connect as well as the previous, because he's a gentleman. Something about how he speaks as well. It's not very, very clear. So he may have had an issue with his mouth or trouble getting his words out towards the end. Maybe you can check that when you, so that you can find out who it is. I do think he's attached to the mum side. At the moment, you've got the impartiality card. This means you've got to sit on the fence, really. Okay, so a lot of fence sitting for you at the moment, and I feel like you're a bit not stuck, but you're not really. You feel like you should be doing more, or getting somewhere, or doing something, and you're not. Do you understand that? Yeah. Stand out and get noticed now. This is what this card is saying. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of sidelines with this. I'm going to work a little bit psychically because this gentleman is not coming that close. I'm asking him to come forward. I think he's a bit more interested in the motorbike. So I do think motorbikes would have connected as well. He liked cars, motorbikes, that sort of thing. Do check that out with your family. But it is time. He said, it is time for you to stand up and get noticed, because I feel like you're quite often quite happy to be on the sidelines a bit now, but it's time to step forward. That's why the child cards come up, because I think maybe as a child you might be some child issues from when you were younger that's kind of stopped you from standing out like a peacock. Does that make sense? So I think this is what it's about, because this card is saying, right, stand out, and then there's something holding you back. I think probably from your past. I don't know if there was bullying or something from when you was a child, or something that was holding you back from when you was a child to not be, I think, actually it's kind of that your family are like, don't be a show off. Can you understand that? Yeah, so I think that's a little bit of an unusual combination there, but it is time to let yourself stand out and be noticed. They're asking you to listen to music at the moment to raise your vibration, and you've got be spontaneous. So if there is something at the moment you're thinking of doing, this card has come out to say go for it. Don't wait till autumn, but go for it. So basically, if there's something in your mind at the moment, or there's something, it's time to be spontaneous and enjoy life. He says enjoy life. And as I connect in a little bit more with him, he does give me this deep breath, and I do feel like I just feel like a little bit like you don't really know where you're heading at the moment. This is what, and it's quite unusual for you, because I think normally you would have a plan, and now it's kind of a bit changed, or you're not really sure what to do. Do you understand that? Yeah. Let's have a look. Just enjoy the moment. So it's all about enjoying the moment, because I think he says the path's not set yet with where you're going to go. I think there's still things that have got to come into line, because I think the reason it's a difficult reading is because it's just like maths. Like he said, like you just got to enjoy the moment right now, because the path's not really in front of you. You've just still got to keep looking for that path yet, because I think things have got to fall into place. I think there's a little bit of waiting going on for you right now. I think you're in a holding bay, you know. But when it does come, you need to be spontaneous and go for it. So let's just see what else we get from the pack of what should you do now. Sleep. What you feel is accurate, so believe in yourself, all right? So if you think you should go for it and be spontaneous, then do it, okay? Show affection when you do, because he says you are a little bit, he says you can be a bit cold to some boys, okay? Do you understand that? So it's time to show affection, he says. It's not, I didn't know how to say that, but you dealt with it. Oh, there you go, divine timing, just trust it. Okay, so whatever's going on with you at the moment, take some sleep. What you feel is accurate, you know. Look after your stomach, he says, and he says have a nap if you can, but you know, be spontaneous when you feel it's right. Okay, so your future card is the Angel of Power. So this means you're going to be stepping into your power. So I feel like at the moment you're a little bit on the sidelines, but come future you'll be straight out there like Superwoman, going for it. And I do feel like he shows me like a business side of things with you, that it's going to start stepping up. So he shows me like a briefcase or like a work bag and a kind of train situation. So I feel like you are going to get somewhere with your work, whatever that is, but you're going to step into your power, and that is what he's showing me. Like I do feel it's something to do with work, and then advertising or something like blogging or just something on screen, or something to do with, I think it's quite glamorous. Okay, so he shows me something glamorous, and you've got like this posh bag and a train and stuff. So I think when you step into your power, this is what he's trying to show me, that your work is going to become like massive. Do you understand that? Yeah. Amazing. So I'm going to thank this lovely lady for having a reading, and I'm going to pass all the love from this gentleman. I do feel like it's great grandfather energy, and I'm going to pass all the love through to you. I'm going to press stop and say thank you so much to you guys. I might as well just get up, shouldn't I, guys? What do you reckon? Should I just get up and press stop?